Good night, everybody. This is the Flying Turk with another live stream for you guys. And today we have the iFly 737 MAX at Las Vegas, as you might see in the beautiful Southwest Airlines livery. Yes, this is the plane we will be flying today. Let's move over. Generally a lovely design. Ooh, the flag is tripping out a little bit. Gotta say, I don't like the Las Vegas airport, at least the one we get in the sim. It's kind of bare bones. With these autogen buildings and terminal buildings, yeah, not the best, but gets the job done. I'm not made out of money. I cannot buy uh, scenery for every place I'm flying at. If I fly a lot, I tend to. But you can see it's a 737 MAX by the shark teeth, by the winglets, and I forgot to tell on the video I did earlier, by the APU shroud. This is a lot more different than what we get with the 737 NG. This is really reminiscent of the 787. And if I might be honest, I don't like this. I prefer the old one, which had a lot more character. Only thing I like about the mix are the engines. And okay, I cannot deny, cockpit looks beautiful as well. But the other one, I just know how to deal with it, you know? It works very good for me. Yeah, man, South Korea. iFly 737 is out, man. You can get it. This is the 737 MAX from iFly, as you know. It's here. Okay. Let's say not an easy plane to fly. Like, you need to know the systems. There's no help, no nothing. The tablet is kind of bare bones.
Boarding requested.
Request boarding. Southwest white. No, let's go with normal Southwest. Okay, everything is spawning. FS Expo. Ooh, that's a nice one that they added this here. Was not expecting that. By the way, you can also tell it's the 737 MAX by iFly, because we have this lovely cabin over here. Doors open. Look at this at an angle.
Do you want a
This
board
is
crew?
GSX. A beautiful first class part. And we have got the economy rows. I love the 737 by iFly. You can even open up these sunshades, which I did not know about when I was doing my video. This is an amazing little detail. You can open up these things, the overhead bins. Let's take a look inside. There we go. Yeah, 52 kilograms. This, I really like the real deal. Oh, there we go. We have the stewardesses. Okay, somebody had a lot of fun animating this. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell. Somebody had a lot of fun animating that one.
Passengers boarding starting.
Hey, Christmas kiss. KCLT, KLGA. Ooh, LaGuardia, nice one. That's a very good flight as well, Chris. But how are you doing, Chris? I've not seen you in a long time. I've missed you, man. The iFly 737 MAX 69.90 or 95 if I'm correct, something like that. Let's just say $70. It's not a cheap one, but it is definitely worth it, my friend. Okay, let's turn on the basics.
This way.
Okay, let's
Boarding
get
pass,
this
please.
plane started in the background, guys. Nice,
Welcome on
Chris.
board.
I'm so happy to see you here, man. I was worried that something happened to you in the hurricane, my friend.
This way.
Ground.
May I see your boarding pass?
Electric.
Welcome on board.
Just turn on fuel pumps.
Hello.
Heartbeat, all important stuff. Let's see if the other one was
This
there.
way.
I don't think so. It looks like it did. Interesting.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Let's see. What's my flight plan? FS, thank you.
Good afternoon.
Cruising at 28,000 feet
This way.
today.
Hello. Hello.
Not too high. It's an easy one for the 737 MAX.
Hello.
Okay, all fine. Let's go
Hello.
over here. MC. Enter ILS position. Yes, I know, my friend. Relax. There we go.
May I
Screws are
see your
working.
boarding pass?
That's what we want to see. Route,
Hello.
request, and let it request from SimBrief.
Welcome on board.
TRA, okay. Don't worry about that.
Hello.
Let's load that stuff in.
This way.
Okay, KLAS, KLAX, that's correct. That's at our departure and arrival. This is very
This way.
similar to the pmdg. Ready R2.
Hello.
Right.
Welcome on board.
Go black. A lot of transition points we can choose
Welcome
from.
on board.
Let me see what our transition point will be for today. Radier. Don't have radier. Really busy. Also not okay. Again. Going. Cell. Interesting. The Vel maybe? I'm not seeing anything that resembles my transition point on SimBrief. The Vel, that's the one. Hey, chat has disappeared. Give me 1 second. There we go. Hey Carlton, welcome my friend. Yeah man, there are a lot of things to learn on it. If you've flown the pmdg 737, it's easy to step over to this because you generally know how to deal with it, but it has its own quirks and its own things we still need to learn. So I get you my friend. Yeah right, I thought I'd do a simple one. It's not a long one, it will take me around 20 minutes to start up the plane, do everything on ground, then fly shortly up there. Depending on how fast we are and how much energy I have left, I will maybe fly back to here as well, or maybe to another destination, just to do a quick landing. Okay, let's set our arrival. We are landing at the long runway at 25R. ILS 25R. And for stars we are using HLYWD. HLYWD, there we go. And for transition points. the one. Boarding has completed. Okay, they're fast today. Let's come to that. Quickly check for discontinuities. Looks all fine to me. Activate. Oppa, there we have our flight route. That's what we want to see. Yep, looks all good to me. Performance in it. What's that? Reserve. Is the one done? Cruise wind. Let me check sim brief again. For this I love sim brief. I wish this plane had a little bit better integration to make it easier, but we can do things manually. I'm not. Don't mind it. 32029. 320/29. There we go. Top of climb. Okay, now let's go to takeoff performance. Let's see what our temperature is. Wow, 32 degrees Celsius. That's hot. Should be fine. Let's execute that. N1. Okay, cell temperature. Now we go to this screen again. Performance. Decided to work on me. Flap 5 as usual. Air conditioning off. Anti-ice off. Is there something we forget? Cell temperature is 33. Nothing about the takeoff, D-rate. No, 33. Okay. It's 5. Performance. And 1. There we go. 33 degrees Celsius is what we enter. Hey, aviation A7, my friend. Sorry, man. The game sound was all the way up. Can you hear me a little bit better now? Yeah, man, I saw there is another program running on the back. Thank you, A7, for letting me know. It's nice to have you over here, my friend. It has been a while since I've done a proper live stream and had you had everyone over here. Give me a second. Yeah, I had to get comfortable. Okay, now everything is nice over here. So the Flying Turk is ready to get things going. V2 153. And as promised, guys, I am here with the iFly 737 MAX. 738, nice one, my friend. Honestly, I love pmdg 738. It's still one of my favorite planes. I gotta say, I've been flying this one and the pmdg 737 on and off. Like, to compare them, and I like iFly with what they have done. So much attention to detail, so many things they have added. They brought the 737 MAX to the flight simulator, so I'm not complaining, but dang it, pmdg just feels a little bit better to me. It feels a little bit heavier. I love that feeling. That A7, I feel you, man. It's one of the better planes in the sim. Some people might not agree with this on that, but honestly, I think it's one of the better planes. There's 37/7. I like the sim brief integration. I like how they've done everything. On the pmdg one, eh? It doesn't want 0. It does not accept 0 degrees. It says it's impossible. I need to do this. Or do I need to enter a D? Okay, anyways, let's just proceed. It looks all fine to me. Let's do approach. With flaps 40. We don't need that, but we'll do it anyway. Takeoff has been set. Okay, that should be all good. I think we've set up everything. Let's check it quickly. VNAV, LNAV, yes! Yes, I've done it, guys. We got APU generator running as well. That's a good start. I've got... this sits on itself. Nice, I don't have to worry about that. Weight and balance. I wish we could import sim brief data from here. That should be about enough fuel. Our QNH was 2992, which it is at, so that could not be correct. Let me quickly check. QNH 2999. There we go. 2999. Should be a bit higher up, but it's fine. We can live with that on takeoff. I'm not gonna be nitpicky. Let's get that steady. This on. We've got the lights, but it's fine. Okay. Looks all good to me over here, except for these. Let's turn on the hydraulic pumps as well. Let's get that one on. Parking brake is set. Let's go back to the menus. No, not on Marketplace, my friend. It's on the iFly store. No, I was sorry. I was just talking to myself a little bit on setting up the plane. And I keep forgetting I need to talk a bit louder. This should be a bit better. No worries, man. No worries. Least I could do. It's important that you could hear me good, right? Honestly, this plane I was a little bit controversial about because Flight Simulator 2024 is releasing soon, and we have a 737 MAX in that one as well. But since iFly has stated that it would be able to be ported over to 2024, it was a no-brainer. I just had to go for it. You know, if it's a plane that we can use in both sims, then it's a good investment. And unless it's like 50-50, 35 for this one, 35 for the other one, that's a good deal. And probably a steal compared to Asobo's 737 MAX. Forgot for a second which plane this was. Ground support. Let's disconnect this sucker. Let's get rid of that as well. Okay. We shouldn't have any ground services connected anymore. Let's go to our good friends at GSX and request pushback. Prepare for pushback and departure. I didn't request any clearance. Let's get that settled as well while this is happening.
Las Vegas clearance delivery, Southwest 123 for IFR to Los Angeles, ready to copy.
And by the way, you might have noticed I don't have a progress bar on top today because I wanted to show you pure gameplay. I will put up the progress bar when I am doing a long haul flight for you guys. Hey Keith, welcome man. Exactly Keith. That's the reason why I got it, just because it's transferable. I don't want to buy planes that are only playable in 2020 at this point. But I've been doing fine, my friend. How have you been? Long time we didn't speak. Long time I didn't do a proper live stream for you guys. I have been very busy with work the last few days, or last few weeks I should say. It has been crazy. Not too long ago they released a new device at my work, so we had a lot of things to support. So I've been very busy, but things are settling down, and my trip to Brazil is coming closer every day. And when I'm there, guys, I will be streaming every day for you. I will be doing everyday videos. Since I don't have work when I'm there, so in the beginning I will have a lot of time to do this.
Las Vegas ground Southwest 1234 with Mike ready to taxi IFR.
Aft cargo door. That one is closing. Doesn't have Navigraph, which I'm disappointed about. I have signed in with Navigraph, but I cannot see any charts.
Taxiing hold short runway 8 left using taxiway whiskey cross runway
Nose to
1
the
right
left,
whiskey cross
tail to
runway
the right.
1
That's
left
what we
clear
want.
Foxtrot Bravo Hotel Southwest 1234.
Hey.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Okay, I will put up game volume so you can hear these engines start up. Really? Did they remove the A330-200? One, one moment, I will start up the engine so you can hear it and I'll be back.
Please set parking brakes.
Gotta say, I love how this plane sounds on startup, guys. It's insane. These engines, wow. Just wow. It's insane. We're doing things a bit faster now.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Okay, let's drop range a bit. Let's make them disconnect and let's set up our values for our landing. For this we're gonna use Navigraph. And as you can see, that was another flight I did LTAR to LTFM.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, approach. 25 right, ILS. That's the one. Oh,
Truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
interesting. Never seen this map like this.
Clear.
Course is 251. Guys, if you don't have this plane yet, I highly recommend it. This is a true beast. It's not finished. It's still the pre-release version what we have here. But wow, it's worth it. Gotta say. 110. It has certain things that are better than PMDG. It has certain things that, well, PMDG does better, but everything has its benefits and not so good things, you know. So honestly, I love this one. I think you guys will as well. Let's not interrupt pushback. Set that setting. We don't need APU. Let's turn those on. This the probe or strobe, not probe. Taxi. Let's check it out from the outside. Nice. Okay. Let me check chat quickly. One moment, guys. Yeah, no worries, but at least I could do. No, I don't think it will be, man. Honestly, the sims are very similar, so I don't think that will be a big issue. With the pre-alpha, there were also a lot of players that were importing planes from 2020 into 2024 just to try them out. I was not able to locate the community folder, that's why I was not able to do it. But it certainly will be possible to port over a lot of planes. With the add-on planes, I'm not too worried about. I'm gonna be honest. What I'm more worried about with 2024 are all the add-on airports I've bought over the years. Like, it's not one or two. We're talking about like maybe 20 or 30 different add-on airports, you know. And I'm not intending on buying all of them again for 2024. So I truly hope that a lot of them will be portable, or at least the ones that won't be, you know, ported to the new sim, that we can at least pay a very small fee to import them, because I don't know, I'm not intending on buying everything again. My wife will kill me for sure. The only thing I have with this plane is that it's, well, look at this. One minor tap and the rudder goes all the way to the right. One minor tap, it goes all the way to the left. And it's extremely light on the ground. It's lovely to taxi. Taxi is a lot better than the CRJ, I'm gonna say, but dang it. From outside, it's almost impossible to control properly. You need the cockpit view for this one. Really, a bit similar like the Phoenix A320 series. But I certainly do hope that, oops, that was a very bad taxi, that they will make this plane taxi a little bit better. Because at the moment it's kind of wonky. It's too sensitive, too light. And I don't want to mess too much with the settings because that will affect my other aircraft as well. And I'm not intending on doing that. Because the other ones all taxi nice, it's only this one. I'm saying that, but there might be one setting I could change. I will look into that later tomorrow when I have some time for myself. When I'm playing just for fun, then I might play around with the settings just to see if I can get it to taxi smoother. Yeah, this is a bit weird. These angles, I cannot look to the left or to the right. It's immediately entering the cabin. I hope nobody's on the runway or landing. Okay. A little bit. And I'm on idle, by the way. It's still going forwards. Like A330 driver stated, you can taxi this practically on idle. So we need parking brake. There was something I needed to do, which I don't know anymore. This is all set. Hmm. I honestly don't know. Let's just contact ATC. Let's see if I will remember later. Maybe a bit more to the front. Okay. Runway 8, but it should take off from runway 01. Yeah.
Las Vegas Tower, Southwest 123, ready for IFR departure runway 8 left.
It's fine. Yeah, I even entered runway 01R in the world map. It's fine. Cleared for takeoff means cleared for takeoff, doesn't matter. Okay, let's give this bird throttle and go for it.
Cleared for takeoff runway 8 left, Southwest 1234.
Okay, there we go. Let's keep it just below 10 degrees. Okay, there we go. Those need to be turned on now. That's fine. Just a flight. Okay. I think it's all good. I don't wanna.
125.9er, Southwest 1234. Goodbye.
5,000 feet, climbing 15,000 feet.
There we go. Hey, 7. And I think it has some graphics here and there that are a little bit less quality. And I hope they will address these things in the future. when the proper release is out. This is still the pre-release version. I don't know, I think the coloring on the wings and the textures are a bit off, if you ask me. I think pmdg does a little bit better job. Indeed, Chris, I hope they are bringing a lot more add-ons from 2020 to 2024. Exactly, Mankit. Cross the runway and hope for the best. That's what happens when you fly without FATSIM. And indeed, Chris, it is like a fighter jet on takeoff. On the ground, it's a little bit like a toy. Gotta be honest. Could be better, and I know it will be better. iFly will address all these things. They have a large list of things to update and check. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, A7 is doing his pre-flight. Where are you flying to, my friend? And where are you flying from? And now I'm getting used to this plane every day a little bit more. Yesterday was the first time. I wanted to do a live stream for you guys yesterday. I did the video and then I had like zero energy and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow is another day. And here we are. So I'm doing the live stream today for you guys. Tomorrow I will be off. I will be doing a lot more streams. After this flight, I will do a long haul flight. Yeah, all looks good. I will do a long haul flight for you guys with the 737 MAX. We will be taking off from somewhere in the United States and we will be flying somewhere in Europe. Nothing original, but since this plane is capable of flying 8 hours in 3,500 nautical miles, we will be able to do similar flights as the A320 Neo, I think. No, A320 normal, as the CEO versions. This plane is finally capable of flying those distances. So we can, for example, fly over the Atlantic. We could cross that part, or we could start somewhere in Turkey and fly all the way over somewhere in Asia, you know? Like, we have a lot more options now with the 737, which I love, because this is one of my favorite planes. Even though the 737 MAX has a dangerous reputation, I still like it for what it is. RJOO? Ah, nice one. My friend is doing Japanese flights. Nice to hear the A7. Why don't you do FATSIM, Keith? Honestly, I love doing FATSIM. I'm not used to the systems of this plane yet, and on FATSIM, well, they tend to change your flight plan mid-flight, and you need to do another approach, and that I have troubles with. I need to get used to this a little bit more before I feel comfortable in joining a FATSIM session, because there you really need to follow the rules. Gotta say, another nice little attention to detail are the engines spinning. I don't know if you can see it, but you see the reflection of the sun on it? I gotta say, I love what iFly has done with this plane. But I still think a bit that it's too reflective on some parts. It looks too plasticky. Like, I understand that in certain parts of the paint it should be reflective. That speaks for itself, but I don't know. Like, the wings, they don't look finished. Well, not finished is maybe a strong word, but I think they still need a bit of work to be worth the price, you know? Like, the engines look extremely nice, cannot complain about that. General shape of the wings also look nice. It's just something about the coloring that puts me off. Like, you can see it better from here. I think this should be more like a metallic finish. No? That's somehow closed. Interesting. Yeah, now it looks good. Maybe it was just the lighting. Just the lighting on the ground. Now it looks all fine. But I don't know, the colors look a little bit off to me. I cannot put a finger on it, but s- has something to it that is not correct. Or I'm just used to the NG wings from pmdg, and that's what I'm comparing it to in my mind. So that could also be a reason. Man, honestly, I should fly more over in that region, man. I have not done many flights around Japan. When I've done them, I always had to go somewhere or I fell asleep. I recently did the A330 flight with the Aerosoft A330 from Korea to Japan, and I fell asleep on that one, which is a big shame because I wanted to land at Hadena or Hanada. I forgot the name of the airport, the one in Tokyo City, where you have to fly over the sea. That one I wanted to fly to, and I fell asleep. Guys, I hope they fixed that Aerosoft A330, man. I have really high hopes for that plane, but it turned out to be like a big piece of crap. Luckily, we got this one to keep us sweet for a long while. So I won't be needing another add-on plane for the sim for a very long time. And it states that we should have reached top of climb. Now top of descent is very near as well. Ah, I forgot to set this to ready to take off. See, I knew I forgot something. But in general, I'm gonna say this is a lovely cockpit. iFly has done an extraordinary job modeling this. How it looks, how much things you can use. I say, I'm impressed. Texture quality is good as well, but I don't know, man. I still think PMDG is a bit better. S- It might be personal preference. It might be how the NG looks compared to the Max, but I don't know. Let me know, guys. What do you think? Mm. Yeah, I can imagine, Chris. And it was a smart move as well from their point, from iFly's perspective. Because if you think about it, they stated that if you have got the plane now as an early adopter, that you would be able to get a free upgrade for 2024. For the people that will buy it afterwards, it will be another story. That was one of the main reasons for me to get it, and because I wanted the 737 Max so badly in sim. I have the 787 from Asobo with these screens, but that plane sucks, gotta be honest. And this is the closest thing we have to a modern Boeing. And indeed, A7 Japan is very pretty. I hope I will be able to visit one day. Not in the sim, in real life. Now it might sound ordinary for me, but I want to try real sushi. And I hope they fix these weird shadows in 2024. Because this looks bad. And by the way, I didn't show it in my other video, but we have sunshades. Which... Uh, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these sunshades. I know they're realistic, like smudged and wrinkled up, but meh. They're like meh for me. And we don't have any sunshades over here. At least I don't know how to put them over here. There are no click spots, and they are not like pmdg stowed over here. So I honestly have no clue on what to do. Are circuit breakers simulated? They can't be, right? You can pretty much touch everything on this plane. Okay, let's find something. Hey, some circuit breakers are simulated. We can touch them. It's kinda crazy. I don't know if you can see the mouse change. I did not know about that. You have some basic circuit breaker action in the plane. Nice. Not everything is working, but general things that you would think work, or they're essential to train, you know, are here. So kudos to iFly. Nice job, guys. Nice A7. I hope, my friend, I hope. Honestly, after this plane, there are only three more planes I'm looking forward to, and I won't probably buy any more add-ons after that one. Only for reviews, but not add-ons that I will be flying daily because I want. Um, the three planes I'm looking forward to is Bluebird Simulation 757. That's gonna be an interesting plane. I'm looking. Oh, sorry. I have four releases, but three ones that I want to buy. Bluebird 757. That's on my number one spot at the moment that I'm most interested about. Number two spot that I really want to fly, especially on long hauls, is the Airbus A350. I'm really looking forward to that one. Uh, we have the fly-by-wire A380, which I'm really looking forward to. And there are two planes that I would really like to see implemented into the sim. A 737-100 or 200 with the old high bypass engines. I think that's gonna be a lovely plane. I would prefer the 200 with the gravel kit so that we can land on some gravel strips. You know, we can still land with this plane or any other 737, but it's not correct, right? We need a gravel kit on it. I would love to see that in the sim as well. I forgot the last one what I was thinking about. Ah, no, sorry. And I would like to see the Fokker 100 from Just Flight. Okay, we should be close to top of descent. Yeah, there is our top of descent on that part. A220, ah man, that's also a good plane indeed. If they will implement a proper A220 at one point, I will get that as well. But generally, I gotta be honest, Keith, when I do my short regional flights, I prefer to fly the E-jets, man. If they would implement proper VNAV into that plane, then it would be golden, and that would probably my go-to plane to fly. Fly in general, it's lovely to fly. It has a lot of good systems. It's easy to set up, easy to control. Only VNAV. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to in that plane. If that's here, then we finished. Then A220 would be nice, but wouldn't be necessary for me, gotta be honest. And kinda curious what the big developers will do for 2024. And of course, I have a small wish list of plane that they would add. We have these 777X. We spoke with that with A7 recently about that. I would really love to see. But let me know in the comment sections, guys. What would you like to see in the sim? Like with A7, we had a long conversation last time about certain Antonov planes, which would be very interesting to see as well, like the old Soviet era planes, or Ukrainian planes, I should say. Would be lovely to see them. Yeah, what would you guys like to see in the sim? Because there are a lot of planes I just don't know about. Yeah, the 124 would be very funny, man. I gotta say, it's gonna be a lovely plane if they implement that into the simulator. The other one you showed me with the four turboprops, which had actually 8 propellers on it in total, or 2 per side, if I say it correctly. That one would be an interesting one to see as well. And I love these 737 MAX engines, man. The sheer size of them are just insane. I think these look better than the NG engines, I'm gonna be honest. Just because how they're squared off. NG has that as well, but not as exaggerated as this one. It might be because of the size, but I don't know. This just works a lot better in my opinion for the 737. It looks a lot nicer and a lot more aggressive. In general, for a pre-release, this iFly is a very good product. And well, they have been developing the 737 MAX for a long time now, right? They also have the 737 MAX for the P3D V5. So A7. Are you playing on FatSim, my friend? Or just regular sim? Now one other plane I really would like to see in the sim would be the A300 from Just Flight. Not that I will buy it, but I would love to see how they would implement it. Because we got the modern A300. Hey, what's this? We can pause? Okay, interesting. If you touch this, it pauses the sim. Never seen that before. Anyways, we got the modern A300 from Builds, which does not have, or which looks similar to this cockpit, if I might say so, like a modern two-seater cockpit. But the one from Just Flight will have the flight engineer panel as well. So we will have a big desk over here with all engine controls, pretty much. So that's gonna be an interesting plane as well. And the DC-10, of course. We really need a proper DC-10 in the simulator. But I gotta say, before I was like, yeah, DC-10, I need that. But since I have the MD-11 from TFDI, and I have the Leonardo Mad Dog, like, those pretty much fulfill that need. And there was one being developed for free. Ah, just like AI traffic. Oh, that's a good one as well, right? At least it adds a bit of realism to the sim. But I don't know, man. Fat sim is lovely. You just have to get into it. The first few flights are a bit scary, a bit overwhelming. You have to make a lot of notes, but if you fly like for a week straight, you will get very used to it. I've not been flying too much on FedSim. I love doing it, but I didn't have the time to do it honestly. Soon I will make some more time to do some more FedSim sessions as well, because it's really nice getting used to ATC. First of all, it adds to the immersion. Besides that, you get to learn a lot more of your aircraft, because you have to switch flight plans mid-flight, you have to hold patterns, you know, like it adds something to the sim which we don't have with just flying like we do now. This is a basic flight I just set up with basic Asobo ATC over here. Nothing too interesting. This is just about flying. If you want to challenge yourself on the skill with your aircraft, I'm not talking about taking off and landing. That's up to you, of course. But I'm talking about controlling the aircraft and doing like the things that ATC asks you, being under pressure to do these things. I don't know. I like that. It gives me a rewarding feeling in the end. So, or rewarded feeling in the end, because I've finished that subject, of course. Oh man, you've been waiting long, man. I'm almost at my top of descent. I'm not climbing the flight level 340 ATC, lady. We are descending in a short while, so I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but I should be at flight level 320. Just to burn off that excess fuel. I'm not gonna do that. Let's see if we can. $1,900. This is probably not the correct way to do it at this point in time. You should do it in increments, but I'm doing it anyways. I was not really a big fan of these winglets on the 737 MAX, but they're starting to grow on me. With this V shape on both sides, looks really aggressive and modern. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I still love the SSW or SSW winglets from the 737 NG series. Not the ones that only go up, but the ones that are pretty much angled straight up with that little fin pointing downwards. I love how that looks. This is nice, of course, implemented into the wing properly, but that other one, man, lovely. Oh, we have a nice cloudy Los Angeles over here. Cloudy and hazy, little fog. It's crazy how the weather changes. Like from like zero to non-clouds to entering a range with full clouds. And it's full fog. And this is actually the reason why it's dry on this side, right? Like you can see it even in the mountain ranges. Because the sea is over here, the water evaporates, it's being pushed over here by the wind, but it does not get over the mountain ranges. All of the rain pretty much drops down over at this part, and this part keeps dry. Tomorrow I will be doing some Ryanair sessions for you guys, and you will see why. Program pages on the CTU. If you tell me where to check, progress. This you mean? We have the progress page. Altitude. Yeah, we need to slow down and then lose a lot more altitude. I should be at 240 when I reach there. It looks like on the max the angle up a bit more aggressively compared to the NG. On the NG is very subtle. No worries, man. Now you might help me with leaving a subscribe for the Flying Turk. I do something for you, you do something for me, right, my friend? We need to help each other out. Hey, thank you, my friend. I love the appreciation and support, man. And I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. We're going strong. We're at 1,925. 75 more, and we are on 2K subscribers, my friends. We are started our descent a short while ago, and we are descending. We're at flight level 210 at the moment. Still descending. Flight level 20. Oh, sorry, flight level 200. At this point, we should decelerate. And by the way, A7, Aviation A7, you still here? You were asking me about how to do an ILS approach. I'm still gonna do that video. I will film it tomorrow. I have not forgotten. It's still on my back ordered list, as I might say so. Uh, if you follow this near the end, you will see how I capture the localizer and how I do an ILS approach. First of all, I'm still gonna do the video, so check it out. But if you're curious, you set the ILS frequency over here on the 737. Similar on the pmdg one as well. That one is a bit easier. You enter the value and it automatically knows it's ILS. You just press it. On top one is the one that's being channeled. Same one for here. You need to do it on both sides, which is important. Afterwards, other important part is you need to set your course on both sides. This is which course it takes. This is not necessary, but I like to do this sometimes anyway on difficult approaches because it makes it easier. You know, sometimes it happens that you go a little bit off course, then you can go to heading mode. Sometimes this doesn't like to capture this nicely. Okay, let me see. We need to set barometric pressure. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. I hope you had a good takeoff, my friend. 2998. Altimeters are very important. And we need to choose our radio. Well, a radio at which altitude it catches it. Oops, not what I wanted. We need this. me see. This was the one we used. ILS. Radio altimeter is 200, and this is baro, if I say it correctly. But I prefer radio. It feels a bit more accurate to me. I don't know what the difference is. I'm not a pilot, but it works for me. So let's get rid of that. We come over here. It's already set to radio, as you can see. Oh, what is it doing? What did I do? I did something. You can see that symbol over here. We need to set that to 200. Let's just press it so that it spins out. Okay. Whoa.
Southwest 123 for Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.96 radar contact. Continue to KRAIN.
200 has been set. Okay. We're descending a bit too rapidly. Let's give her more flaps. It wants me to be at 10,000 feet. Yeah, it will stop there. We are at flaps 5 now, which is perfect. Let's get rid of that. We have slowed down more than enough. Let's drop one more flaps. Oh, did you see what the plane did? It was glitching out a little bit. Anyways, course has been set. Altitude has been set. And we need to check one more thing. At which altitude? At 3,700 we go down. Here we capture ILS localizer, or from here actually, shell to Fogla. And here we start our approach. So you enter approach mode from this point. Exactly here. And at that point it enters the glide slope and it just goes on itself. And at the last moment around here you can disconnect and land manually. I have never done a proper auto land in the 737 MAX, at least not yet. I tried once and then at one point bumpy and turbulent over Tokyo. Okay. I should have done a flight over there, would be a little bit more interesting than this one. Okay, we're getting ready for landing. Let's turn on landing lights as well. Those are unnecessary. We don't need to look at anything else. Think we need 9,000 feet. Okay. Slowly descending. Speed brakes have been armed. We are dropping our flaps. We're at flaps 15. At 15 the detent is at 15 on this one. On the NG is at 25 if I remember correctly. That's interesting. Okay, descended so rapidly and now it's not. Let's set auto brakes to 1. This is a very long runway, so we won't need all of it. At music, we need 7,000 feet. Will it make it? Doesn't look like it's descending very fast, but now it's gaining some speed. Okay, looks all fine to me. Lovely A7. What's my fuel weight? I have too much fuel on board, my friend. Total 8.5 thousand kilograms. So 8.5 tons. Which is a lot. We're a bit overweight. I have not set the fuel correctly. I don't know it's gonna do that. I need to be at 5,000 feet over here. Which is interesting. I don't know if it will make it though. It looks like it's doing fine at the moment, but let's see what it will do. Will it? I hope it will work. It seems like we're a bit too high, a bit too fast. Oh, this looks lovely. These clouds. We should be able to catch localizer at this point since we are flying over the dotted line, but I will wait until we reach Shell. Or at least are very near to it. Look, this dotted stripe is here. It's now going through our triangle. To catch the localizer, it's very simple. Just press VOR lock. Some gear action for you guys. This plane has very nice animations on the gears.
Cleared ILS runway 25, left approach Southwest 1234.
Okay. Here we start ILS or approach mode at this point. Yep, very close. We can spot the runway over here. Still might be a bit too high to have dropped gears, but I've done it anyway as a precautionary measure. Indeed, Chris, because it's a heavy plane at the moment. Nah, I don't want to, man. I'm just gonna try to land a little bit overweight. It's a lot more efficient than I thought. Okay, I should activate it actually when we reach that dot, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's see if it will follow it. Yeah, single channel. It has been activated. It's doing its thing now. Let's drop flaps. And this time around, not gonna take over controls. I did it before and I made a horrible landing. I want to see how good this plane can land. We will see the landing rate pop up over to the right. Let's see, guys. I've set up everything correctly. And let's see what it will do. Only thing I did not set up is this.
Cleared to land runway 25, left Southwest 1.
Try to butter, man. Honestly, I find the 737 MAX very difficult to butter. It's not an easy plane. The NG, the pmdg 737, that I can butter. But this is a little bit meh for me. I still have to get used to it. You know what? I'm gonna do it for you anyways, A7. Just at the final, I'm gonna disengage autopilot and try. Let's make autopilot at least do the approach for me. Maybe that's a better one to do a butter. We're gonna keep it at this one.
300 approaching minimum.
Minimums.
Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30.
No, I flared a bit too much. No! I'm gonna touch down anyway.
20. 10.
Come on. No! Bones. But it has crazy stopping power. Minus 216 with a small little bounce. Yeah, it's not an easy plane to land, man. I'm gonna be honest. I've not mastered this one yet. It's a, it's different than landing the 737 from PMDG. That one is a lot easier, my friends. At least for me. Maybe it's because I'm used to that plane at this point. But wow, what a difference. These two planes couldn't be that much different. Don't expect to buy this plane and immediately butter it and fly it like the PMDG one. No, no, no. It's not the same bird. Even though they're both Boeing 737s and the sizes are similar, it's different planes, man. Different power in the engines. Like I still have not mastered the throttle control. It will take me at least a week or two of flying to be able to butter this plane properly. Like with the PMDG, I can get minus 57, minus 100 and something FPM, but nah, not with this one. Not yet, at least. But those days will come as well. I didn't know I had to park over here. I made the correct choice. Oops. Yeah, we're a bit over the line. A lot, not even a bit.
The boarding requested.
And that's it. We've arrived at Los Angeles. Indeed, man, Chris. It does stop extremely fast, and the reverse thrusts are super powerful. I've flown many planes in the sim, but this is one of the more powerful reverse thrusters that I've seen on a plane so far. Those new CFM 56 engines do it real justice, man. Gotta say, properly done. And GSX works out of the box with this plane, guys. Look at how the rear loader is angled and all. The height is also correct. Very nicely done. Now, one thing I did not check out in my review, which I want to check out now, is the following. Let's do showcase. Let's get that trusted alt Xbox controller. Let's check the cargo bay, what they've done inside here. They've added netting. Yeah, okay. Nothing too special. But at least it's modeled in here. I'm not gonna complain about that. Oh, we get some of the interior works. You can see the slats and the flaps, nice. Even the lights. This is the main landing gear area, what you see over here, by the way. So much detail, unexpected. Okay. Yeah, something I just wanted to check out if they had modeled it in or not. What does it say? Danger, do not place hand if in opening. Okay. Hey guys, yeah, this is the 737 MAX by iFly. Interesting plane. Highly recommend this one. There's a lot of fun to fly. Not the easy one to fly, gonna be honest. Need some training to be able to fly it properly. Indeed, man, Chris, it's very fast. And with auto brakes, I only had that one and it was really good. Imagine if I put it on max. And you can take off from small airports with this plane as well. You can do like Santos Dumont super easily. And I know the 737-800 does it as well, but it's, well, this is the max 8, right? Well, more powerful. So it should be able to do it anyways. But yeah, you can do it with this one as well. No problem. Maybe you could go even smaller smaller landing. What was it? I forgot the name. Runways. You can land at smaller runways. I truly hope that we will be able to port over GSX to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 because it's something I really like to use in my videos or on the live streams as well, just to add a bit of ambience. And off stream, I generally use it for pushback because it's just one press and also it's a lot more realistic than just pushing back with base sim. Oh, was there an update today? I didn't know, my friend. After the live stream, I will update it quickly. I had no clue. Thank you for letting me know. And by the way, guys, you know what we're gonna do? This was a short flight, and I still have some energy left in me. I am gonna stop this flight with the 737 MAX. We're not gonna fly back with it. We're gonna take out the pmdg 737-800 and fly the same route with the 737-800. Why not? Just to see the difference on how they behave. Sorry. I will set up SimBrief quickly on the background. So we're gonna keep it a bit interesting. Mm. Yeah, I'm really not gonna miss these long loading screens from 2020. This is the worst part of the sim. It takes extremely long to load in and load out of certain things. Dang it. I'm so happy to see that they fixed these issues in 2024. It's so much easier to load into the sim. So much. There we go. And by the way, I already downloaded a lot of liveries for this plane. This is the base one, which I really don't like. Aviation H7, this is for you. The Alaska Airlines, those who served livery. You inspired me to download this one. Otherwise, I would have just went with the normal Alaska Airlines livery. But I thought I had to get this one to do a special video for you soon. So be on the lookout. Somewhere this week you will see a video with this plane. Go ahead and name it Qatar Gol. This is my favorite. United. Ryanair. Of course we had to have Ryanair. Selling liveries for the iFly with Really, Chris, I heard a lot of people on the forum stating that as well, that they had issues with installing liveries, but I had none. I just had to download it and it was ready to set and go. Indeed, A7 Ryanair is just a classic. And with how, well, I don't want to say bad, but, well, it's generally bad. How bad I land these 737 MAX at the moment, it's very suiting for me to have this plane. But let's go to aircraft. And let's find the Boeing 737-8. There we go. Let's see if we have a Southwest for this one. We have. This is departure and set this place as our arrival. We're gonna do same route, same deal. Let me check what it was. We have flight level 280. We're doing departure ready. Yeah, this we don't do in real life. SimBrief makes us go this way, which is a lot better. LS-25 right. Let's see how this plane will behave. And this is a proper comparison, right? So now we can see how the plane looks on the outside, how certain parts of it look. And of course, it's taking its time. Yeah. Nice, A7. You will probably be landing at the point that I'm taking off. Okay, that other plane was in cold and dark state as well, so we will do cold and dark state for this one as well. Cold and dark GPU. Let's say generally though, I love how pmdg 737NG looks. It just has something to it that the other one is lacking in my opinion. Outside model of this one also looks extremely nice. Ah, the wings look the same. Say, I prefer these winglets over the Max winglets. I understand the design, but these look a lot more classy if you ask me. Okay, let's not waste too much time on the outside. By the way, did it do it again? Yeah, it did do it again. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna waste time. We're just gonna start up the plane as quickly as we can. And I gotta say, I think PMDG's plane is a little bit more user friendly. I wouldn't want to be learning the systems on the iFly one. That's a bit more integrated. If I would be new to the sim, this is probably the way to go. PMDG, just to learn the basic systems of the 737, you know. And this plane is a little bit more straightforward. Even though we're doing practically the same thing, there's not much different, right? They're both 737s. They're pretty much the same startup sequence as well, but I don't know, the EFB here just makes a little bit more sense. This, the Metar 2996, we will check that in a bit. FMC index position. I don't know where things are placed as well. It's pretty much the same screen, but the other one has a different angle to it, if I may say so. Everything looks a bit more different, even though it's the same thing. APU is up and running. Yeah, the rest looks good. Yaw damper is also on. Let's load our route. Maybe it's the coloring of this plane that makes it look better. The seats look almost exactly the same. I love how the iFly one looks, but the PMDG one looks also very beautiful.
Las Vegas clearance delivery, Southwest 738, ready to copy IFR clearance to Los Angeles.
Southwest 738 is cleared to Los Angeles Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 right, climb and maintain 11,000
I
feet. Departure frequency
I
is
think PMDG has smaller windows, exactly. Like iFly has larger windows. The shape in PMDG is a bit more different compared to the shape with the iFly. Not too much though, it's very subtle, very subtle. Coloring is different. How certain parts are placed is also a little bit different. Like this part, especially this part, is a little bit more different on the iFly one. It might be because of the 737 design in general. I cannot say too much about it since I'm not a real pilot. I've not sat in both cockpits in real life. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. Don't know. Level route. It's 25 right. Sivu. Now it's at least going a bit more smoothly. Yeah, this part is a lot easier with pmdg. You just press request. And you wait a bit. Usual waiting game. This we still know as well. There was 251. Ah, my name is Flying Turk, but not Stupid Turk. Load. Okay. Wow, 360, that's way too high. Performance has been set, N1 should be the same N1 as like 31 or 33 degrees. Kinda curious about that. Let's check it out. .48. This cell temperature is a lot higher than the max. We're doing normal takeoff. So no need to worry about anything over here. 48. Look. No, now it's working.
Las Vegas ground Southwest 738 with Mike ready to taxi IFR.
473. We'll do 5.
Taxiing hold short runway 26 right using taxiway Bravo 6 Charlie Bravo Southwest
340/4. Runway slope is -103. Well, I think it will be -10, but there we go. 10, okay. 148. Okay, main panel. Let's turn on the lights. There are certain things that are better in the iFly. Definitely, these planes are very competitive. But in general, for ease of use, with like these buttons getting blue when you hover over them, not a big difference, but I think this is a bit more user friendly for newbies. Next, does it? It has. Okay. Okay, that's all fine. Almost done, guys. Almost done. We will take off in a short moment. Indeed, right, A7. The other one looks nice as well on the... what was the name of that plane? On the Max, but Dang it, these NG winglets are just so much more elegant with these fine tips on them. I love these more than the other one. They have just more character if you ask me, and from the rear they do the same. The other one is a little bit more pointy compared to this. Remove PMDG chokes.
Recommend parking brakes, please. All engines clear. Start at will.
Let's see how this plane sounds on startup. Full sound and outside.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
I have got to say the PMDG 737 8 engines are a lot quieter compared to the Max engines. These have almost no startup sound. You can hear them roaring after they've started up, but they're very quiet compared to the other one.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Okay, generally it all looks good to me. I don't think there is much else I can do. Let's get this sorted out as well. You know what, we're gonna do that later. I have no patience for that at the point. Okay. Let's get the parking brakes and start taxiing. Yeah, with the NG we need a lot more throttle input to get it rolling. But I've got to say, on the ground, PMDG handles a lot better. And it's not fair to compare this to the 737 MAX by iFly, because this is a finished product. It has been out on the market for a long time. PMDG had its time to fix issues with this plane, and I gotta say, they generally fixed a lot of them. I don't have any personally, but I hear from other people that they are encountering certain issues, performance issues here and there, which is interesting because this plane works flawlessly for me. But I think it was Chris McKiss, right? You were the one telling me you had issues with the PMDG 737. Okay, let's make that turn. We're a bit too fast. I don't know, this plane just works for me. I love these, what is it, 5, 6 little screens in front of us. They get the job done. The other ones in the Max are of course nicer. I cannot deny that, but the NG just works nice. Nothing to worry about. It's the 737 NG. It works. It does its thing. The sound engine startup sound could be a little bit better, but this might also be how the real deal starts up. I've never been outside on a startup of a 737, so sorry, so I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly, but the other one just is a lot more menacing. I think I made a wrong turn. I think I did. Should have turned over there. Yeah, we're gonna do an illegal move, cross over where we shouldn't. At least I don't think we should cross over here, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oops, bit too much. When you give it some throttle input though, I think I prefer the sound of the pmdg 737. Almost there. I still find it a bit difficult to make these turns in the 737 by pmdg. Did I make another wrong turn again? How? Okay, I'm not gonna waste you guys' time. We are going to use slew mode. There we are. We have magically arrived at the holding point. Let's give her some throttle. You can find it on their site, my friend. Or check out flightsim.to. No, not excuse me. Check out FS Elite. There you can find the article on that the iFly 737 Max has been released as a pre-release. And you can click on the link and download it from there. That's how I found it myself. If you go to Flight 1, which should be their site or the marketplace that they're advertised on, I was not able to find it there, so I doubt that you will be able to find it over there as well. But it could be just as well. If you give me a moment, after takeoff I could send you a link in the chat. Let's give a full throttle. Yeah, I love how these engines sounds when you try to take off. How they spin up. There we go. We have taken off. Nice one, A7. Sausilia. Sausijla. I don't know how to pronounce your name, my friend, but I'm gonna send you the link in the chat. Give me a second. I'm searching for it. But indeed, the iFly 737 is not in the marketplace. Which is kind of a bummer, actually. Okay, I sent the link in the chat. That's the link for... What was that name? iFly 737. You can get it from that site. I got it from FS Elite. Get the standard. Okay, this is going to be my last flight. We will fly the same. This is the flight where we are flying literally the same flight with the 737-8 by pmdg. A few moments ago, I did it with the iFly 737 Max 8. We're doing this flight just to see the differences in performance and how things sound, how things behave. And this is what I was talking about. Look at, by the way, these shadows extremely bad. iFly did a better design in the cabin. It looks a lot better in the iFly's cabin, even with these walls and those weird shadows. But the wings, now I think I know why I think that PMDG looks better. They have weathering on the flaps and slats, which iFly does not. They look static on their planes. This one looks proper. Here you can see it a bit better. Which view was it? There you go. This dirt I'm talking about. This adds so much more to the immersion. Thank you, man, A7. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good flight, you two, as well. Have safe landings, safe flights. See you guys in or sorry, I'm going too fast. See you in another video, A7. Bye bye.
Going to 124.625 Southwest 738. Los Angeles Center Southwest 738 is passing 12,000 feet climbing flight level 240.
And I think pmdg has a bit better wing flex compared to iFly. And let's check out the exterior model while in flight. The wings look generally the same. If you could cut them here, they would look like 727 wings. This one has its same reflection but with panel lines embedded in it. pmdg's exterior model looks a bit better too, I think. This is a lot cleaner of a plane underneath. Well, I'm gonna say iFly is certainly things that look a lot better, like the strobe light and the beacon light, name it. Those look a bit better on iFly, if you ask me. Engine design on the NG. Actually, now I see it, it looks pretty much exactly like the Max. Only big difference is that they're smaller. And they don't have those perforations on the rear. And they're not mounted as high up as the other ones. And I don't know why, but pmdg 737 looks a lot better if you have to say from the exterior model. The only big deal with the Max, sorry, with the 737 Max from iFly is those engines. Maybe the tail section that's a bit different, but from the outside it's generally the same. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the lighting or the livery or just the plane itself, but it looks a tad bit bigger. Tad bit. Okay guys, Flying Turk is getting very sleepy and very tired. I hope this plane arrives soon so that we can go to the crew rest areas. Because I don't want to make it the Microsoft Sleeping Simulator again. Guys, I'm falling almost asleep. I'm gonna do quickly the landing because I will not make it. I really need to go sleep. My eyes are closing where I'm sitting. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel to support me, my friend. I can really use your help. I was flying with the iFly. Sorry, iFly 737 Max, but I switched over to the pmdg 737-8 so that we can try and check out some minor differences. I will do a proper video on this very soon, don't you worry. PMDG is taking its time together with the simulator. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's see if we can butter this one. Indeed, guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to support the Flying Turk. Hey, we're way too high. It's not descending by any means. Then we take matters in our own hands. We're gonna do something a little bit crazy to lose some altitude quickly. That would probably have snapped the wings. Yes, we copy.
Pull up. Pull up. Sync rate.
Yeah, I'm way too fast. This should have been a go around. I wanna see if I can still stop it. Nope, way too way too fast. Again, way too fast. Sounds like it was stuck on autopilot. I don't know. That sound indicates I really need to sleep. The snail is landing. Let's try to do one butter at least tonight and then go to bed. Ah, horrible landing. Okay, guys. It was a horrible landing with this one as well. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm dying here. I see you guys tomorrow in other live streams and other videos. Thank you for watching this one. It was nice having you all here. See you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Good nights. Safe landings. Safe flights. Safe everything. I wish everyone will do well. See you tomorrow in another one. Bye bye.